Good morning to Madam and all my friends. We are students from E6 to present assignment 3. E6 consists of 5 members which are Tuchin 272861, Nur Hazika binti Abdul Halim 272894, Sharu Ashikin binti Rosli 273187, Siti Nur Afrika binti Muhammad Nur 273318 and Maisara binti Elbari 273342. Topic to be presented by E6 is activity-based costing, or it can be called ABC, application in manufacturing industry. To apply ABC system in manufacturing industry, there are 5 steps to be followed.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Afrika binti Muhammad Nur. My measure number is 273318. The topic for this video is activity-based costing ABC application in manufacturing industry. I will present for the step 1, which is we have to identify activities required in manufacturing industry. As we know, an activity refers to any process or procedure that consumes overhead resource and also known as cost pool in ABC analysis. Therefore, it is imperative to define the activity at the right level of detail. For the first step, it is very important because we have to understand all the activities which are main and supporting activities required to produce the company's products. It means that we have to set the target output of the cost estimation or known as cost object. It's either estimating the cost or total cost of the product, service or process. The activities may be identified through meeting and interviewing with the personnel of the organization and also refer to the standard operating procedure prepared by the organization. The list activities included in the analysis depending on the aim of the cost, object, and the depth of the cost analysis. Management also has to narrow down the activities to those that have the biggest impact on overhead costs. For example, we choose Cellrite Company in Columbia City where this company is Savvy Missions manufacturer. We see that Cellrite's accountant identify the following activities as having the biggest impact on overhead costs, such as purchasing materials, setting up machines, running machines, assembly products, and also inspecting finished products. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Next, step 2. Assigning overhead costs to the activity cost pool identified in step 1. First, after the most important and costly activity required to manufacturing product has been identified, overhead costs should be assigned to each of activity, which means cost pool involving in production. Second, assigning costs to activity is useful as it is an effective tool to outsource decisions which able to affect the implementation of ABC process. Third, it requires that the costs in each pool must be proportional to the level of activity in the cost pool. The cost function used to model each pool must be linear with a zero-intercept. We look to example, Cellrite Company. For example, Cellrite Company has assigned overhead costs to each activity. There are 5 activities: purchase material, setting up machine, running machine, assembly product, inspecting finished product. Estimated annual overhead cost purchasing material 1.2 million, setting up machine 1.6 million, running machine 2.7 million, assembly product 1.5 million, inspecting finished product 1 million. So, total estimated annual overhead cost for Cellrite Company is 8 million.
Hi, my name is Maisara Binti Albari. So for step 3, identifying the cost driver for each activity or cost pool. A cost driver is a factor that causes any changes of cost associated with the activity, and it can be more than one. For example, the cost driver can be machine hour, machine setup, direct labor hour, and number of inspection. The cost driver can accurately estimate the true cost of production and it gathering information and interviewing key personnel in various areas of organization such as purchasing, production, quality control, and also accounting. So here is the example of sell-right company cost driver. For the first activity, purchasing material, the cost driver is purchasing requisitions. For second activity, setting up machine, the cost hour can be machine setup. For running machine, the cost hour can be machine hour. For assembling product, the cost driver can be direct labor hour, and also the inspecting finished good can be inspection hour.
Next is step 4, which is calculating a predetermined overhead rate for each activity cost pool. Okay, predetermined overhead rate refers to the activity rate for each activity. The activity rate can be determined in 4 steps, which is first, we must setting appropriate activity cost driver for each activity. It can be shown in step 3. Okay, for the second, we must determine the activity measure of each activity. And the third one is calculating the activity rate of each activity. And last one is assigning the cost of support activity to primary activities. Okay, for the activity rate, it was calculating by dividing the estimated overhead cost by the estimated level of cost driver activity. You can see the formula that shown in this slide. This is an example from Silverite company. There were 5 activities. For the first activity, it was purchasing materials. The activity rate for purchasing materials was $120 per requisition. Next, for setting up machine, it was $800 per setup. For running machine, it was $30 per machine hour. While assembling product, it was $6 per direct labor hour. And lastly, the inspecting finished product, which is there were $50 per inspection hour.
Next, step 5 is allocating overhead cost to cost object. The objective of this step is to quantify the numbers of activity units consumed by individual cost object. Overhead costs are allocated to cost objects by multiplying activity rate for each activity by the level of cost driver activity used by the products. The formula is shown in the slide. The total overhead costs for all activity cost pools are added with the direct material cost and direct labor cost to compute unit cost for product. Unit cost for product is important for a business to determine the price for products. We continue with the example of Sellrite Company. Sellrite Company produced 5,000 units of basic sailboat and 1,000 units of deluxe sailboat. And in the slide, given the information related to the activity involved in productions of basic sailboat and also deluxe sailboat. Now we continue with the Sellrite Company. In the slide show how to compute the overhead cost per unit for basic sailboat and deluxe sailboat. For basic sailboat, the overhead cost per unit is $1,004 per unit. However, for the deluxe sailboat, the overhead cost per unit is $2,980 per unit. In conclusion, ABC system can generate accurate and reliable product costing based on the resource consumption. Besides that, ABC system can assist manager to understand the factors that drive production costs while addressing other concerns such as customer satisfaction in order to improve the performance and efficiency of each activity. These are all references for our article review.